You know, life can be really beautiful when we let it and when we know what to look out for. Because the only thing that makes life like confusing is to adhere to rules that are not benefiting to the individual, to the self. And there is something about like the man-woman thing that has been so much sold that we are to seek for another to complete and all of that. There is a great projection there for many still, that they're projecting, like if I'm a man, I'm projecting my masculine over to the counterpart, let's say. If I would be in the dualistic perspective, that's what people do then. They look and they sort of seek for that one that will complete the very thing that I projected outward. And that last part is where most people trip up, because they think it's divine, they think it's this and they think it's that. They think a lot of things, but it's not necessarily real, because we are so creative. Our imagination, our thoughts, our actions, they create physical manifestations in the world. And so you can create whatever you want, really. And so that's scary for many, because they haven't figured out how to maneuver their own thoughts and what actually produces them. And that's what all of these 28 days are for. They are for the practice, the true practice of these 28 days, where we know how energy operates, right? If you have been with us for a while, you have at the very least started perhaps on the 28-day consciousness shift. Perhaps it was a little bit weird. Perhaps it was you were not convinced that our methodology perhaps is working, or perhaps you have other resistance that you're still not ready to make the shifts necessary in order to truly make this shift, because we're not playing around here. We are actually shifting. But that means that the things that comes in the way of that shift comes up to be looked at. And it's never out there. That just sends you in a loop, in an energetic loop, with whoever person that you have that dance with, that sort of either sort of fell in like a glove just to mold to whatever the situation is, right? That's what happens all the time. There's always this cooperation going on energetically to help you to sort out your projections. But it's not about projecting, nothing. Not even, oh, Jesus will save me. Nothing like that. That's a projection of power that you have inside of you. Think about that. Don't project your power outside. There's many beings that want you to, because that means more power to them. But it is about empowering the self that is governing the system. That's how you empower yourself truly. And that's what we're all about. So we are starting on the 23rd of August with the 28-day consciousness shift. So if you dabbled in it, if you stopped, get ready, because on Saturday we start all from day one, and we start all together. That is the guidance that has come through for us to start together. I've been guided to create a very specific set of containers through these 28 days to facilitate so that you get the right frame of mind of what we're doing here. Because we are actually going to not only teach you, but also quantum leap and show you how to do it and how to totally rebuild your life from the ground up, or from wherever you are and further up. We're going to teach you and walk with you to learn how to work with Gaia and these natural cycles, and go through these cycles with the body, so that we know when the body is where it is in frequency, and so that we can work with it and to work with these natural cycles. It's so important that we're connected like that. And that's also why I was guided to create a calendar, so that all of these important dates are set, so that we are getting synced back to the natural cycles of energy that we will talk a lot about. So I hope to see you on Saturday when we start, and that's what we wanted to share for now. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.